What is there to say about Alberto? Well, honestly, not all that much. He's a pretty generic car. He's a Fiat. He's a Francesco fan. He's this nice shade of blue. He was first released in 2014 as a single and then re-released this year in 2020 in a 5-pack. But aside from that, there really isn't all that much to say about him. You know, aside from the fact that, like, nobody knows where this guy appeared in the movie, if he even did. Yeah, regarding race fans, Mattel is kind of 50-50. Sometimes you can 100% track down and pinpoint where a race fan appeared in the movie. Like, for example, with Courtney Karsper, who was also released in this series. He appeared here in the movie. But, Alberto is definitely more difficult to track down. The closest car I could find was this guy, but he had a little Francesco sign on his antenna, so I'm pretty sure it's not Alberto. So who knows, maybe this is one of those cars that Mattel just made up, like all those Rusty's Racing Center trainees. It certainly wouldn't be the first time where they just fabricated a race fan out of thin air, but hey, who knows? All the race fans look so similar that Alberto easily could have been there in the movie. But also, they all look so similar that he easily could have been made up, being based off of other cars. I don't know. It's a whole thing. I'm not sure where Alberto appeared, but I do know that he has a diecast. Anyway, guys, welcome back to yet another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Alberto from the 2014 Race Fan series. So let's get started here. Of course, in 2014 we had this huge Cars logo in the middle of the packaging. Definitely interesting. We're used to having the Cars logo be in the corner in some way, but for a few years there, it was right under the artwork. And another interesting thing about the style of packaging is that the image was sort of shaped around the logo. Of course, we have some very nice artwork for Alberto there, seemingly on the racetrack of a World Grand Prix race, probably the one in Italy it looks like. We've got the Race Fans logo here with a really strange image of Guido with the Ferrari fan hat and lightning bolt on the side, but he's missing his forks and his wheels. Pretty weird logo there. I always forget to point this out, but of course these cars from 2013 to 2016 or early 2017 are numbered. Alberto here was number 9 out of 9 in the series. This is something I really have to start remembering to do, but it's such a small detail there. I always forget about it. Fans cheer on their favorite racers in the beachside town of Porto Corsa, home to the second race of the World Grand Prix. And we've got Mama Bernoulli, Courtney Karsper, Denise Beam, and Alberto himself. I've managed to get all 4 of these guys over the years, which means I now have all 4 singles in this series. But interestingly, we also have an image for Karine Cavey and Father Burke, both of which were released in 2-packs, and the other car, or cars in the case of Father Burke, and their 2-pack aren't there with them in the picture, which is pretty strange. So now let's get this guy out of the package here. Of course, he is the same model as Courtney Karsper, and I believe a few other cars, Franca and Francesca. It's most of the Fiat characters. So here he is out of the package. He looks really nice. He's looking off to the side there. He's got a very happy expression. Got like the lower eyelids raised up a bit, although I think that does look a tiny bit weird or off. We've got the Fiat logo, of course, representing a mustache, much like it does on Luigi and the other Fiat characters. We've got the black roof, traditional of a lot of Fiat cars, and the Italian flag colored Francesco flag, where the pattern is, well, actually the pattern isn't mirrored on the other side, but the letter F is, so the colors are still in the same order, green, white, and red. It's just that the F is flipped around to be facing the right way. Moving on to the side, it's pretty blank. Really nothing there aside from the area in which the flag is attached. Of course, in the actual movie, it would be attached to his wheel, but of course the diecast had to settle for attaching it to the side, and it's a really big flagpole, honestly. But of course, there's not much Mattel could do about that. They want to make sure that it is a stable accessory and that it doesn't like snap off easily, which it probably shouldn't. And now moving on to the back, his license plate reads CK-5230G. We have LC written next to that. as well as the Fiat logo above there. And now originally what I was planning to do for this part of the review was I was going to bring in Cartney Carspur and check to make sure that they had different license plates, but bringing in Cartney made me realize something. These two are actually different models, which is really nice. Alberto here is actually a decent amount bigger than Cartney. Of course, there are both Fiats, they're both very similar cars, but he is definitely a bit larger, maybe a bit like stockier than Cartney is. There are also some other smaller details regarding like this part on the hood is a bit different on Alberto. The mirrors are bigger on Alberto. Seems the antenna is a bit longer as well. But yeah, my original plan here was to see if they had the same license plate because I thought they were the same model. Now, again, I know they're not the same model now, but we may as well still check. Cartney's license plate is, in fact, different than Alberto's. So there we go. He's safe. Both of these guys are in the clear. And now there is a look at his base. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and tune in next time when we answer the question, why is the bubble of Nigel Gearsley with metallic finish so huge? Bye now.